All right, good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday morning, February 18th, and we are just getting ready to review some info for today's trading session. Looks like we do have a red folder FOC meeting minutes. That's not until noon. So we're pretty much looking at being able to have a news-free trade this morning, trading time this morning. So let's go to our charts and see what it brings us. Okay, right now we are looking pretty good. We have got about 10 minutes to market open. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's take a look here, and we're going to just go to our 1 hour. Both of these. Just check out what our daily bias looks like for today. Okay, looks like we've had a pretty good up day. Let's take a look at something a little more. There we go. That gives us a little better perspective. Okay, so we had ourselves a bit of a drop. We've been doing what looks like a bit of sideways action uh, in the last 3 days, some up and down. But I think overall we are in a bit of an uptrend now through last night after being up. Actually, still kind of up lower highs, bit of higher highs, some jump here. Um, so where we're sitting right now, um, well, this is a good one. We really could be looking at running higher. Got to see where those market manipulations are. So let's clean this up a little bit from yesterday's indicators. All of these are liquidity areas that have been swept out already. So we're going to clean these up and get a better idea of exactly what we're playing with. Okay. Same here. Okay, right now everything's looking pretty similar between. We've got New York highs. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute. That gives us the indicator of the London and Asian session highs and lows. Okay, so that's a better indicator. Gets us a little more information. Let's see here. So we have New York session highs from a couple of days ago, actually quite a few days ago, that are relatively close. And we've got Asian. Okay, so New York had its move. Had an upward move. We had sideways consolidation basically on Asia. Um, then we had a bit of an up move, but a bit of some consolidation there as well. So um, I guess if I had a prediction or my bias, I think we're going to be bullish today. I think we're looking at a more of an uptrend. Um, our targets are actually going to be further up here. We have a lot of space to go to up there as opposed to stuff that's down, but I think right now we're looking to boost upwards. There could be some targets if we do play it more bullish today. Um, A bullish play would be a sweep and manipulation up here above London highs and taking out old New York highs and then just crashing out. And then we have areas of liquidity in these segments, target zones here, as well as a target zone here and one here as well. So let's mark out all of our obvious areas of liquidity, and then we'll go into our others, and we'll see what it is we're going to be working with. Okay. Okay, mark out Asia. Okay, we got Asia lows marked out as well already. Oh, that's interesting that already marked out. And then of course we've got New York. Okay, New York is already marked out. Okay, I'll switch to the hourly and see if that gives me a... It sure does. Okay, so yes, we do have a low right here. Okay. There we go. It's interesting that I had both of those on NASDAQ. Didn't realize that. Okay, let's clean this one up real quick while we have an opportunity. We'll take a look here on all of these. Oh, come on now. There we go. I think altogether I am going to be bullish on the day is going to be the bias, but we're really just going to take a look. The with this kind of a consolidation, it really could go either way. And with areas of liquidity and target zones being where they are, it's very likely that although my bias is bullish, we could be looking at something more along the lines of a bearish play on today's price action. So it's just going to be whatever we tend to find here, and price action is going to tell us. So we have just under 2 minutes, about a minute and a half to market open. So I'm just going to continue marking out these areas of liquidity. I think with the S&P looking more bullish right now, I think that's going to be the lead going in. Because what I'm seeing here is something more akin to, I believe we're looking at an S&P divergence, but let me get in closer on that just to see. Now, market open in about 30 seconds. Yeah, we reached highs here. Didn't quite reach them there. Reached here. So Right now on the 5 minute, it looks like we're heading bearish. So I'm thinking we're market. All right, we just opened market. I think we're going to be heading toward um, Asia lows. And I think we have a liquidity sweep down here, and we have a liquidity sweep down here that we can be targeting. So I think that's where we're headed right now. So right now, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to go to the 1 minute real quick. I think we might have something here. I'm going to take a quick short on this. And I'm out. There we go. Okay, that was a quick little scalp right there. Again, I think the move is going to be heading toward Asia lows. Yeah, we got some low resistance areas of liquidity here, but I think mainly this is going to be our sweep, and then we're going to be heading bullish. So we're going to start looking for some bullish patterns here. I'm going to go back to the 5 minute. We're starting to make our surge back up. Just get our 5 minute opening range settled here. Still got a few minutes left on those candles. I'm going to bring that into play. All right, we still have some drop on there. Let's take a look at the 1 minute real quick on the DAC. And okay, still getting a bit of a drop there. Okay, so we're just going to wait out this opening range. Okay, so we have our sweep. So now what we're looking at is break of structure to the upside. So something probably above these points right here and above these points right here. We do have a mini S&P or I'm sorry, an SMT divergence on the 1 minute right in here and right in here. Something a little bearish, but we have a lower high. So now we're just looking to see if we close out above these highs up here. If we get a full candle closing up, it'll be a good place to take a long. Give that a couple minutes. There we go. Okay, if we close above, then we're going to be in good place. Yeah, here we go. To take a long. Okay. Looks like we're not closing above, so we're going to wait. We do have what looks like higher highs happening, so we're just going to wait it out a little bit. The NASDAQ seems to be leading right now. We're getting higher lows. We got a couple of what looks like they're going to be higher highs, but we're going to give it a minute. Got some targets here. We got a target here, and then of course we have London highs. So that's really what we're going to be looking at right now. Okay. Could be a bearish SMT. Let's take a look at the 5 minute candles and see where that leaves us. All right. So right now we are looking bearish. So we still could be working on some market manipulation heading toward the Asia lows. I think that's probably what we're doing right now. So we're going to let this play out. We've got time. Got to be patient on this one. There's nothing that's really giving us anything major to deal with right now. Yeah, I think we're fighting it out in a liquidity sweep right now. Market's trying to decide if it's going to take out Asia lows or not, um, and then we'll start looking at an upturn. If we look more at, we do have some other targets. They're a little further away. If we do end up heading further down, you can see that we're in a slight downtrend right now. But what I'm looking for is this liquidity sweep and then break of structure probably right up above here and above here, and that'll let us know that we're moving back into an upturn. So right now there's just not enough market action to make a full determination on that. Still fighting it out. I mean, my bias is that we're just in the middle of liquidity sweep right now. They're shaking out all the old money. New money's coming into the market, and then we're going to see a manipulation and then a reversal. So I think we're right in the manipulation phase right now. There we go. Starting to make some moves now. Getting back up. Let's look at the 1 minute real quick and see what we got there. There we go. All right, so we get something that happens here, and we will have a pretty good looking. Yep. Yep, we're getting a pretty good look here. Not quite there. That's good. We'll just wait for a little bit of a pullback. I'm going to wait for a pullback. What does the 1 minute look like over here? Okay. Yep, we're looking good. We just need a candle to close above those highs. We kind of have it here, so I'm just waiting for a little bit of a pullback to have market structure again. We should see this moving up. We should see that moving up. So it might be that S&P is our is the one we're playing today. Yeah, I think S&P is going to be our indicator today. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hang out. We do want this to pull back. Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Make sure I'm on the right account. That was weird. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have a buy here coming up. We're gonna have a long if we can close this above definitively, then we're gonna have a good place for a long. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Okay, so we're still waiting. All right, now we've got something we can work with. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go long. And target is, the first target's going to be right up here. Next target's going to be London highs. So you just got to be patient and let this play out. Hopefully we'll see the surge here. It's certainly taking its time. Check the 5 minute real quick. We do have a fair value gap that we're looking at taking out. And I think we're looking at respecting that for right now, but if we inverse that, then I mean we're in that fair value gap. We're kind of getting past it now. So yeah, I think we're in good shape here. I think these highs right here are my target. I think that's my target. I'm gonna put a there. Looks like we're respecting that gap a little bit, so let's just keep an eye on it. This is going to be pretty normal. You just got to be patient. We expect a pullback. This is a nice looking uptrend, so just got to be patient. I think price action wants to get there. It's just taking its time. You might have a down candle before we get an up, or it might just shoot up, but I'm just gonna have to sit and wait on this one. Take a look here what we got. Got a lower high. All right, so we got a little bit of a pullback. Everything's still looking okay. We do have a break of structure to the downside, so this could be a pullback. But we're going to see what we got here. Yeah, that fair value gap is a little concerning, but see what the 5-minute looks like. See if we're going to get stopped out here. It still looks good on the 5-minute, so I'm going to stay patient. This is just a pullback at this point. Oh my, yeah, that's tough. I think we might, well, we don't have a break of structure. I think what I might do on this one is I'm going to, we respected that fair value gap and it came down, but I'm still feeling bullish. I'm going to go ahead and add a little in there because I think what we have is if I go to the 1-minute, I think we are going to be okay getting back in. It just doesn't make sense that that would be the manipulation and then dropping more. Unless it is that gap that it's respecting and then dropping. So I still think we're going to be a bit bullish here. If we, I'm gonna put my stop down here. So if we get here, so I'm gonna put my stop there. If we get down there, that's going to be bad. Okay, so we get a really tiny fair value gap on the 1 minute. That seems to be getting respected. We're still bullish on the 5 minute though. Yeah, it's just really going to be bad if I hit my stop. Yeah, it's hurting. It's like right now, it's not looking like it's going to come back up. The Nasdaq, however, looks like it's doing better. They're still fighting it out down there. Actually, they both still look pretty good. It still looks like we got a place we can go heading up for some profits. So we're just going to wait it out. We're just going to wait it out. Okay, I'm starting to see some progress. Looks like it might have been retesting that London low. Just shaking out any additional money that was getting a little too excited about being bullish. Little pullback, probably an opportunity for people to enter if they're still longs right now. Nasdaq looking good. They closed up their fair market value, their fair value gap, closed up a fair value gap there. So might have another wee pullback and then a move up again. Okay. Yep, still looking good. Yeah, 5 minutes still looking good. So just keep it going. Um, okay, I got to close this out because I believe, yeah, I believe I am right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm all right. So I'm 1,200 on the day. I can't exceed 1,500. So I wasn't sure where that number was. So that was actually a good point for me to get out. Um, okay. So all in all, well played strategy on this. Um, I mean, I think we're still going to be heading up toward, up toward these highs right here. So, as a matter of fact, just for turds and giggles, I'm going to move to paper. Paper's been acting funny, by the way. So, let's see if paper gives me I had a paper trade yesterday that did not register. So, oh yeah, you can definitely. I'm not even going to take the trade. Well, you know what? I just want to see if. Oh, it did take it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to move the take profit to London, and I'm going to move the stop loss to. Oh shoot, I don't know. Just somewhere in here, I guess. We're on the 1 minute. It's foolish to take the trade there, but I just want to see if we're actually going to be getting to the target I was expecting. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be meeting that right now. So had I kept my trade in play, looks like we're heading right up to the profit target I originally had, but I think that would have exceeded my daily limit for profit taking for this qual, and I don't want to go breaking those rules. I believe we're on day 4, day 3. I think Friday was day 1, Monday was day 2, yesterday 3, today's 4. So yes. So yeah, it looks like we're falling just shy of that target mark right now, but it might just be a little pullback just to take a little breather in there. We did create a fair value gap right here. It might come down and test this value gap and then keep curling back up. So, anybody's guess on that one. There's a tiny, tiny fair value gap right here as well, but I don't think that's so significant as to hold up any real trade, any real momentum on anything. So just intrigued to see how this plays out. Looks like we're still pushing. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there it is. So that would have been the original profit target. So clearly good there. Nasdaq's really pushing. So yeah, it does look like London highs are the real target here. Yeah, we've already passed the main profit target. So yeah, another day where it worked out based on the plan I had. Got a little nerve wracking there with the double tap on the London lows, but I think at the end of the day, it gave us what we needed, and we had a very good day today. Um, so not too bad altogether. Excuse me. There we go. Looks like Nasdaq's really close to clearing out those London highs. Nasdaq probably would have been the better one to take that trade on. Now that I look at it. But then again, the stop loss at the lows was in a tougher place. I mean, had I played stop loss there, I'd have been way down here as opposed to just here. And again, neither of them were really threatening to do that, but both of them had the same play. Came down, swept London lows, played with this fair value gap that's right in here, dropped back down, played with the lows again, but ultimately uh, the uh, the manipulation and the play was to take this trade heading up toward London highs. So that's still where we're at right now. Looks like Nasdaq is just playing around a little bit, but eventually we'll get there. And S&P, it's a tough call. I don't know. It could be that Nasdaq hits it and S&P plays around with it. Maybe they bounce back down, but somehow I don't think so. With previous New York highs being that close to London, I think we're still going to be surging up to here. It pulls like a magnet on these things. From there, we've got quite a ways to go. There's no room, nothing there. And if I'm really pulling in, well, let me see. Let me pull to the 5 minute to take a closer look at this. I mean, this is what we have right here. We have right now we're playing with a fair value gap, getting up into London. And if we blow that fair value gap, we got another fair value gap, and we got all that room through that fair value gap. And then we blow that fair value gap, and we got another fair value gap. I mean, it's we got quite a ways we can go that it can surge up. So it's possible. I'm definitely optimistic the uh, about the play for that getting to London highs. We've already got to London highs on the S&P. Whoops, I mean on the Nasdaq. Already broke through London highs, heading toward the New York previous. So I'm seeing that this is likely going to be a similar deal on the S&P. So we'll just do that. And the S&P goes ahead and takes profit, which I think it will, then we'll just call it a day at that point. This is just the paper trade anyway. I just wanted to see if my trade plays out, the theory plays out like it should. Switch back to the 1 minute, see what kind of, oh, I am on the 1 minute. Oh, no, wait, I'm not on the 1 minute there. I'm on the 5 minute. There we go. Okay, we just did it. We just hit take profit. Okay, must have done that while I was switching over. So there we go. We did take profit on the day on paper. So so there we go. 687 realized today. So not bad. I mean, I'm still, 10,000 down on my actually, I think it's more like 60,000 now. I think the paper account was $100,000. But again, I'm not really trying to prove profitability on that per se, as I'm just testing trades out and seeing if my theories work. There were a couple where my theory did work, but the trade didn't register. You can see right here, hit a huge loss right here yesterday on paper. And that was due more to just unable to get the executions to register with the market in time to be able to. Actually, they did register where I executed them, but because I couldn't see them, I didn't realize if they registered. I ended up leaving the account, and it did play up into my profit, but then it played into my profit. I think I shorted. It did play into my take profit, but then shot right back up and played a higher price action at that point. And that, since I couldn't get it to function at a take profit, it didn't take profit. It stayed where it was, and it went backwards on me, and ultimately closed me out on my once it did register and my stop loss was in play. It stopped me out in a place that was not there. Okay, you can see here, took out the New York highs. So this will be interesting to see if we begin to move up into more territory. I mean, we've got all this space that we can be going from here. So could turn out to be an exciting day for those people that are, really looking to push their profits. This is definitely the way to go. I mean, had I not had to have a qualifier today, I would have let this baby run. And we're talking, probably $3,000-4,000 on that trade had I been able to let it run. Unfortunately, I'm limited by that, so had to stay where I was at. But good day today, good trades today. Everything worked according to plan. So hopefully you guys had similar good fortune. And with that in mind, boys and girls, I will sign off for the day, and we will pick up again tomorrow. Alrighty. Happy trading. Good luck, y'all.